Hey, I thought I'd do a quick little video on the Mopar OEM fuel filters. There are a couple of fuel filters out there aftermarket. However, I'm not totally convinced that they're going to be a good solution at this time. I know Baldwin has a fuel filter, and Baldwin at least states in their information on it that it does disperse water. And I can't find that on some of the other cheaper fuel filters that supposedly fit the Eco diesels. And I'm of the opinion that right now you're better off sticking with the Mopar filter because it is designed to disperse the water. And the design of it is actually, it's a pretty hefty little filter here. The Baldwin, all you see are the pleats on it. This one has a covering over the pleats. And this is actually the original design that came with the truck that you see right here next to the box. The new replacement filter for this, which is the Mopar update version of it, all these ribs are not on the new filter. It's just a white media. Now you can see that one has just a little bit of discoloration to it. In other words, it's not a bright white like the brand new filter is. But this filter has 11,000 miles on it. And according to FCA, you can go 20,000 miles between filter changes. And from the looks of this one, I would have absolutely no problem going 20,000 miles as clean as this one is. So it's not out of the question that these Mopar filters could do the mileage that FCA has stated they will do of 20,000. This filter here, the reason why I ended up changing it at 11,000 miles and not 20,000 is FCA also says if it's been in the system for 12 months. So when I bought my truck, the build date on it up to the date that I bought it was 11 months. So technically this filter is 14 months old when I changed it. So it had 11,000 miles on it and it was 14 months old. So I figured, well, let me go ahead and change it. I'll probably go ahead and change out the Mopar replacement filter and just have 9,000 miles on it just as one more check on it. And that'll put me back on the standard 20,000 miles per change. And that'll also let me look at the redesigned Mopar filter and how it's doing with the fuel. Now when I drained the fuel out of the canister, the fuel was just as clean as could be in there. So I'm getting good fuel from the mobile station that I'm purchasing from. And also I purchased some fuel, diesel fuel from a Chevron station in town here. Now the Chevron doesn't have the extra additives that the mobile diesel efficient fuel has. Chevron has a program like that, but right now it's only in a handful of markets and it's not rolled out like Mobil has been able to do or ExxonMobil has been able to do with their diesel efficient. So when I pull the next filter out, I'll compare that and take a look at it and get an idea of just how good my truck is doing with the fuels I run and the fuel additives I run, which is Diesel Clean and the everyday fuel treatment from Hot Shot. I don't know which one I'll end up sticking with. I may go with the everyday Hot Shot for the truck and just use my Diesel Clean and my John Deere tractor, which is a diesel tractor. But I just thought that I would show you the OEM filter that came out of my truck and how clean it is. So, and that's 11,000 miles and 14 months on this filter here. So even sitting for almost a year or 11 months at the dealer from the build date, it didn't develop a lot of allergy or anything that gummed up anything inside the canister. Everything was nice and clean. So hope this information is interesting. Let me get you the number of the current fuel filters for these trucks. Now this is for the 4th gen, the Gen 2 Eco Diesel trucks, because I have the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic. And the part number, the updated part number is 6823-5275-AB, and then there's a -001. I don't think that the last 3 numbers are important. It's the ones that are in bold that are important. So if you get these filters and you have the a Gen 2 Eco Diesel, these are excellent filters. I can't find specs on the Baldwin filter. I've looked and just have not been able to come across any yet. The only thing they say is it meets OEM specs. And some have said that they have found specs on it and that the Baldwin filter does not filter down to a micron size that the Mopar does. This Mopar filters are supposed to filter down to 2 microns, and the Baldwins, I think they were saying, were a little higher than that. So there's a reason Mopar went with the 2 micron fuel filter. So that's what I'm going to stick with for now. It's a little more expensive purchasing the Mopar filters, but even the Baldwin filter that I found online was, I believe it was $29. So the Mopar filter isn't that much more than the aftermarket Baldwin. So for now, unless somebody can come out with a really good aftermarket filter with the specs on it, I'm going to stick with the Mopar filters. But I hope the information is useful for anybody with one of these trucks with the Gen 2 Eco Diesel engine in it. And have good luck with them. Mine has run absolutely perfect so far. Thanks for watching.